Alexandra Ebert is from Mostly AI, which is working to create privacy-safe and ethical synthetic data. Thanks very much for joining us. What's your view on the EU Code of Practice? Has it got it right, as right as we can get it in an evolving environment?
I think that's the big question. Where's the environment going to evolve to? And I do understand the position of some of the US big tech firms arguing that it's regulatory overreach with some of the suggestions. And of course, it's understandable that they're worried about the transparency requirements when it comes about the training data that goes into frontier models, which is a sensitive topic, to say it like that. I'm concerned, on the other hand, when we think about the European Commission's approach, what this will mean for the innovation ecosystem in Europe at large, not specifically only with this code of practice, but with the enforcement and everything that is yet to come on the AI Act, on how they strike this balance between innovation and trustworthy and reliable AI that they want to achieve.
So there's clearly a role for companies who have to grow this and want to take it as far as it can go, as quickly as it can. And many governments, though, are saying, right, we need to make sure this is safe for our citizens. Who ultimately has the power to make sure that any codes are actually enforced?
I mean, enforcement, of course, should be the responsibility of the governments and the economic union as we have it in the European Union. The question is, with their focus on regulation and not necessarily as much emphasis on building up a flourishing AI innovation ecosystem, will Europe manage, or the EU manage, to get into a position where they're not just consumers of foreign tech, but are actually also shaping the future of AI? Because this will be necessary to ensure that we not only have models that come with values from other economic regions and other nations, but where we can also achieve this vision of the European Commission that trustworthiness and adherence to human rights, as the European Union sees it, are baked into these systems.
As an industry insider, are you worried about the potential harm or misuse of AI? Are you seeing any worrying trends emerging?
For me, the most worrying trend is actually this enormous hype and polarization about AI. We see this fear-mongering, we see the narratives from Silicon Valley towards reaching artificial general intelligence, and in my opinion, that's predominantly a distraction. It's a harmful distraction because there are issues that we need to tackle today. Mis- and disinformation in AI systems, discrimination, the topic of data democratization, and ensuring that this resource that fuels AI progress can actually also benefit other parts of society than only the economic and the big tech sector. So a lot that needs to be addressed, but with the discussions focusing on AGI, we are in this in this collective freeze response and not necessarily addressing these really critical issues to the extent that they require.
Thank you so much for chatting to us today, Alexandra Ebert from Mostly AI.